Hello, hello everyone. Is the BGM? Okay, BGM on. Hello everyone, welcome. It's been a while. How are you guys doing? You guys are so fast. Wait, let me see. Devil Mock, AGC, Ren, Exap, and Axis. Oh, also Shade. Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Why are you guys so fast tonight? Is it because I say it's a short stream? So you guys be like, oh, short stream must spawn fast. You guys are very fast tonight. How are you guys doing today? I'm hungry. Same. I actually have a headache, so I'm gonna open this stream as background noise. Okay. Feel free to do so. Today is just what we call it, a chill, low energy yap. We're just gonna yap while I do stuff at the background, probably work or anything. So yeah, it's just gonna chill tonight. Also, yes, Exodus, it's been a while. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Nice. Good to know. Just my finger and leg hurting after bowling? Ayo. How many rounds did you play? To the point that you hurt? Lazy me, welcome. Hello, how are you? Same as me, even though I just eat. Getting hungry even though you just ate is completely normal. I understand that also happens to me. Have you ever watched Vita Carnis? What is that? A movie or game? Because I've never heard of that name before. How about me? I'm doing great. Is it? No, that's a lie. If I were to be honest, I was actually considering on canceling the stream tonight because I've been working. What day is it today? It's 17, right? 17th July. So basically I've been working pretty much almost every day since, I don't know, end of June. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, like around last 2 weeks of June, I think I started working almost every day. So maybe because of that, I think it's been going on for 3 weeks ish already. So my body kind of reached its limit. The moment I reached home earlier, I completely just lay down in the middle of the house and I actually fall asleep for a bit. I got so exhausted from all of all this working thing. So yeah. But aside from that, I think I'm kind of okay. It's not, even though I've been busier than last February, but I think mentally speaking, I'm not as bad as what happened last February. So I would say I'm doing good. I guess. Just got home from work, just lurking by supporting a fellow Vtuber. Thank you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure some of you guys just got home, just wanna rest and chill around. So yeah, let's just do that tonight. We're just gonna hang out, chat, and relax for a bit before we rest and prepare our mental and energy for tomorrow. Since tomorrow Friday, we still need to work. Panda, hello, welcome. How are you? So yeah, if you guys heard some background noises coming from my mic, if it's too loud, do let me know because I'm trying to finish my gacha dailies in the background. So if you hear any, because I'm not opening it on my PC, I don't want it to interrupt the internet connections or anything. So if you hear any background noise and it's too loud, do let me know. BGM a bit low. Okay, let me bring it up a little bit. Gacha background. Yeah, I'm doing gacha in the background right now. So yeah, if the sound is too loud, let me know because it is kind of close to the mic. Gacha must do. I'm just doing the dailies lah. So yeah, how's July been doing for you guys? From what I've seen, July has been kind of bad to a lot of people that I know. A lot of things, a lot of dugaan happening to people around me included. So how about you guys? You guys also like, is July bullying you guys also? Or is it just me and my friends? Lasal. Napadalo out ni. Uma Musume? No, I haven't got the time to try Uma Musume yet. I did already install it, the PC version, the one on Steam, because I don't have any space on my phone. So I did already installed it, but I haven't opened it yet because I don't really have the time. I've been really busy recently. I think this week, just for this week, I think I've been going back home when it's already dark outside. So when I got home, I just eat dinner, do the dailies for Genshin and Starrail, and then just go to sleep. You know you can play on PC too. Yeah, that's why I said I already downloaded on PC, the Steam version, the one that you downloaded on Steam. But I haven't gotten the time to try it out yet. I think a few years ago, I did try the Japanese version. The installation progress is a little bit complicated. But I think I played for a bit, and then there's so many kanjis. I feel like my brain is not wanting to process all those kanjis every day, so I just quit. So I did try a little bit of Uma Musume that time, but I forgot how to play the game again, so I have to start fresh with this like global version. But I haven't opened it yet. Just install. Azik, hello, welcome. Dugaan? Like what? For me, it's just that I've been working almost every day for the whole month. Some of my friends, I think like 2 of my friends lah, especially in Takodo, like Maya and Shazu have been having PC issues recently. And then I've seen people having things broken down lah, got sick lah, got a lot of things happening to people around me. Don't worry, I'm just watching while grinding my Dragon Ball game. Oh yeah, the one that you share on Discord, right? Nice. Yeah, just take it chill tonight, everyone. Kinda, so it's not only us. You guys also. Ayo, hello, the greatest eyes. Azik, hello, welcome. How are you? Yeah, I'm keeping the background from the patch update stream because if you guys are not in my Discord server, yesterday I did posted a picture like the art behind me. I did print a few of it. I think I printed about 20 A5 size that I will be giving to those who met me in Animangaki next month. I'll be going to Animangaki only for the Saturday because I'm not sure if I will be able to ask for a leave or not depending on my work. I'm not sure that week my workload is okay-ish or not okay-ish. So for now, I haven't asked for any leave yet, so I'm only attending on Saturday. So I did printed some art print that I will be giving it to you guys for free to those who met me on Saturday. So if you guys are also going to Animangaki and you wanna like meet up for a bit on Saturday, in my server, I have this one channel called Meet Up. So in that, if you guys are also attending, you can just say that you're attending Animangaki on Saturday, and then I'll give you guys a meetup role so that on that day I can just ping those who are attending Animangaki at that time, and then we can just organize a meetup point or something, time and place, easier like that lah. So this art behind me is the one of the art print that I will be giving it to you guys. Jinmin, hello. Hi, welcome. How are you? I tried that game and now I get kicked by Gold Ship. I've been hearing Kita-san recently on Twitter, like a dark hair character. I think like dark brown hair character. I only play ZZZ now. I drop everything else. Wow. I dropped ZZZ meanwhile. Maybe I'll pick it up when I got the time. But we'll see. Who's that amazing pretty lady at the back? So pretty. Thank you, thank you. This behind me is my female model. I did design this like a few months ago. So I have basically like two versions of design lad. At the moment, the one that I'm using currently is a male model, and then I have a female design as well. Inanashi. Ayo. Cute cat. Thank you, thank you. The one on the left side of the screen is my cat called Nanashi. It's a tuxedo cat. Gacha is very taxing. I agree. It's pretty hard for me. I lose my PT in ZZZ. Did you pull for the new character? The red hair cute character, if I'm not mistaken. When is Animangaki again? I think it's like 23-ish code. Wait, let me check my calendar again. 22nd until 24th August. Yeah, I'm trying to like catch up on the chat. I'm number 1. Maybe because you're one of the first person who like chat in the YouTube chat code. That's why I didn't really understand how the numbering ranking thing works in YouTube, to be honest. I think maybe the first person who comes and chat is the first person, and then the second one is the second rank or something. I'm not sure, but it does seem like that. What you doing at Animangaki? I'm not sure. Probably just gonna hang around. My main focus would be the art booth, because the last time I went to Animangaki in 2023, the art booth, the artists there that had their art booth have a lot of like wonderful arts. So probably I'm just gonna go look around, find some good artists with good merchandise I can buy. Usually lah. And then probably just gonna go to the stage and watch all the performance and things. I don't really have a plan yet. Not good, I guess. Already 1 week. 1 week? Have you seen the doctors? Because flu is not supposed to last that long. If it lasts that long, maybe you got like infection or something. You should go and see doctors just in case. She is cute. Nanashi, thank you. Nanashi is very cute, I agree. I was planning to get Miyabi at first, but when I watched the trailer, I must get her. Oh, Yuzuha? I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I did saw the character design. She's very cute. I already took so many, but it doesn't have any effect at all, probably because it's the season. If medicines doesn't like cure you, maybe you should go and see the doctor just in case, because I feel like nowadays, right, if it's not a normal fever or cold or flu, it's either you get another COVID or you get influenza. So it's still like quite dangerous if you have a long fever. So it's better to go and get checked, like, just in case. Ayo. Thank you for the bits, Ren. Ariga, thanks. I haven't been there for years. How big is the hall? A little bit smaller than you know CF, right? Comic Fiesta. Usually for art booth they have like 3 different halls. So I think Animangaki is like 2 out of 3 of 1 hall. I think it's not that big. It's not that big, but at the same time it's not that small. I think Anime Fest is smaller. Let's see. Do they sell on-site tickets for Animangaki? I haven't buy. I think they do. I haven't buy it yet myself. I'm actually like probably relying on just like on-site ticket probably. If tickets sold out, I probably just stay outside. I don't know. I haven't bought the ticket yet. Chizzy, hello, welcome. How are you? Draw? What do you mean? What did or will you have for dinner? I didn't eat dinner, and I think I'm probably not gonna eat dinner for tonight. But I did eat like a late lunch slash dinner-ish, because I skipped lunch today. Because we're gonna have we did have some like a small eating celebration at my office, because today one of the seniors in my team at work resigned because he's going back to his own country. So we had a little bit of like a makan together. So I ate there a bit to save money. Gaji belum, it's not salary yet. So to save money, I just skipped lunch. I already ate breakfast and then I ate that like a late lunch. So I'm not eating dinner anymore. What did you guys have for dinner? Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna check again if it's if you're still sick tomorrow, it is better if you go and check with the doctors, just in case it is something bad. Can it be considered second biggest anime con in Malaysia? Probably. I think Animangaki is quite big. Primer, hello, welcome. How are you? Yeah, is any of my mods here? If not, let me give you a shout out. Primer. Shout out. Okay. Hey yo, I forgot to turn off the timer for the collab. I'm not in the collab. Ayo. Okay. Was the food good? It was kind of good. We had brownies, and then we had some sandwiches and some fried mihun tom yum. So it's quite good. I had steamed eggs with tofu and mushroom. Oh, nice. Healthy food. I feel I want to have tiramisu. Oh, tiramisu. Nice. Go and get it. Axel collab and Nashi is not here. She's outside. Are you doing double stream? Yes, I usually do multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Because Twitch doesn't keep VODs for long. They only keep it for 2 weeks and then they deleted it. So I just stream on both platforms. Hi Nashi, nak join ke? Are you joining? Meh. Nashi. Meh sini. Lah. Yeah. Can you hear the meow? I'm not sure if my mic pick up the meow or not, but she meows. She just came toward me, meow twice and left. What you want? I thought she wanted to join me. It's fine. Unless she's being tsundere, yeah. She's being tsundere as usual. Hello Zeri, hello, welcome. How are you? Oh, I forgot that I am doing Genshin Gacha. Gamepad mode. So yeah, tonight we're just gonna be chilling. Initially I wanted to do like a little bit of work as we chat, but then I was like very exhausted. So like I was like, it's fine lah, we just chat a bit. We haven't been chatting a lot recently because I barely stream. Initially I wanted to stream 3 times. Okay, I want to return back to my 3 streams per week schedule again. Usually, before this I think the last time I was able to keep my stream schedule was like back in May, if I'm not mistaken. Usually I was stream Monday, Thursday, and Friday. But nowadays my workload is very like bad. So I usually would only able to stream either Thursday only or Friday only. It is really bad. funny thing that I ordered stuff from Shopee and today it arrived. I literally forgot what did I just order. How long did you wait for it to get delivered to the point that you forget about it? Also, are you using a Steam Deck enough, Axel? It's not Steam Deck. I didn't buy Steam Deck. It's a ROG. But I do use it. Not every day, but every other day lah. Because sometimes I do want to play gacha when I'm laying down. So it's not like completely collecting dust. There are days where I didn't use it. But sometimes when I'm just too lazy to open games on my PC, I just use it on bed. So yeah, can baring-baring. It's just that it's very heavy lah sometimes. And also like Genshin, for example, I'm so used to the keyboard controls. When I use the controller controls, it feels a little bit odd. No enough sleep? Ito nga, the legend. I saved up. And also like I kind of like sold my soul to work. I worked like I have no life, so in turns I was able to like collect enough money to buy things like this lah. So you give up one thing, you gain another thing. Main apa Genshin? Yeah, currently I'm trying to do Genshin dailies and then the starter and then sudah lah. Not enough sleep? Ayo. No, but same. I'm also like not enough sleep. I'm very sleep deprived at the moment. I just ordered 2 days ago. Lama sangat tak menyopi. What did you buy? Cepat juga 2 days. And then it already arrived. Party setup. I haven't built skirt, so my skirt cannot deal enough damage. I need to switch to Mabuika. Tunggu company dapat Axel soul. Why do you want my soul? Why lah? But yeah, before I forgot, right? Even though I'm not streaming tomorrow, I cancelled tomorrow's stream. But tomorrow I'll be doing the watch along on Discord. We'll be watching K-pop Demon Hunters because I haven't watched it yet. So if you guys wanna join tomorrow at 9:30 PM Malaysian time, GMT +8, you can join my Discord server. I have the Discord comment. Let me put this. Where's the comment again? Discord and here and also on YouTube. Hello Christian, welcome. How are you? Amazing stream. Thank you. Have fun. Thank you. What's even that a movie? Yeah, it's a movie. To be honest, I'm not really sure what kind of movie it is, but it does get people talk about it a lot. It's like a movie that is about K-pop and a demon or something like that. I'm not quite sure myself, but a lot of people have been talking about it. I think their songs, especially the Soda Pop song, got viral. I think everywhere. You open YouTube Shorts, you see that song. You open TikTok also, you hear that song. That song is everywhere. So I got curious, so I decided to watch it, and I was like, why not we do a watch along, right? Watch it together, because I have a very short attention span nowadays. So I was like, maybe if I watch with people, I can finish the movie. Because I feel like if I watch alone, I might not be able to finish the movie. I always got distracted and do something else. I sub to you, but I don't know why your stream never pop up in my YouTube. That's the thing about YouTube, right? I also don't understand. I don't think I've ever like unless I open the subscription page on YouTube homepage kan, they have the homepage, they have the subscription page, history, playlist and everything, right? Unless you open the subscription page, you won't see if anyone is streaming or not. It's like they don't really push the channel that you subscribe to when they stream. They doesn't really show on the homepage that much. You have to like really look through your subscription list, especially if you subscribe to a lot of channels. Then it's gonna be really hard to find people streaming real time. It's really hard. That's why like I just follow people's update on other social media like Twitter or Discord server, right? I wait for the announcement there. I can't really rely on YouTube to give me notifications or like show me that one of the people I subscribe to is streaming at the moment. It doesn't really show. It gets frustrating sometimes. I just got home and saw the delivery guy at Surau. Ah, I see. Nice timing. Demon Slayer K-pop sounds like Tanjiro went to Korea. Tanjiro suddenly become idol. Penat jadi Demon Slayer wanna become idol instead. But I mean like the Seiyu Hanai Natsuki does be in like an idol-ish series, right? I remember Hanai Natsuki is in like Paradox Life. The one is not an idol series, but it's more like a rap series. But they do have a lot of songs. They have a lot of good songs. Isekai Tanjiro. Yeah, I thought you're still on hiatus. Yeah, that doesn't really show. Even like if I post on the YouTube community post thingy, right, it doesn't really show to people. If you scroll on your homepage, you have to open the subscription page tab and then you'll see it. That doesn't really push things out much. Unless you're like you have a lot of subscribers, then maybe your contents will get pushed lah. But yeah, I think I ended my hiatus like few weeks already. Good, I think lah. But then again, my stream isn't that consistent nowadays because of my work. I hope in August my workload kind of slows down. The reason why my workload is very like packed this month is because we're in the transition of reducing our teammate, because like I said earlier, one of my teammates senior resigned, right? So we have to like reorganize our work schedule and everything. So ended up I have to cover up a lot of things. So for the past few weeks, basically the whole July, I've been working every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday maybe rest a little bit. I think last week I was able to rest on Saturday, but Sunday I need to work. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, both I have to work, which is why I have to cancel tomorrow's stream and bring forward the watch along. Initially the watch along was supposed to be on Saturday, but then I have to work Saturday. It's a midnight shift again, so I have to start working around 8:30 p.m. ish. I have to already open my work laptop, and then I will work until 7 a.m. the next day. And then after that, later then Monday midnight, you know, the moment it turns to Monday, I have to work again until I don't know what time. So it's very packed, very packed. Not this one. Wait, I'm in the middle of battle right now, salah. I'm in the middle of battle at the moment. Cotok a minute. Wrong button. Because I've been alternating between playing games on Switch and then playing games on Ally, right? The buttons is Switch, you know. The A and B button. A, B, X, Y button. I was like, sometimes confused. It says A, I press A, this is not A, it's actually B. I'm like confused, my brain is not braining. Kirei, hello, welcome, how are you? Wait, I'm in the middle of battle. Genshin. I'm doing daily commissions at the moment. Okay. Last one. Oh, this is not a fight related commissions. Okay, let me try to catch up to the stream chat. Talk about KDH. My friend sent a lot of edit video of that show on TikTok a lot. After he said that not tengok. Yeah, that show is very famous. That a lot of people, they were like, oh, I don't want to watch this. This thing is too famous. I don't want to like get into the hype. And then they ended up watching it. Like, people cannot run away from this. It is very famous to the point that it will like sort of force you to watch it. Why do cows have no legs? What do you mean? Cows have legs, what? Cows have 4 legs. She become important. Bro, I become the company's backbone? No lah, it's because I'm like one of the very few. My department have a lot of seniors and veterans there. So like I'm one of the few juniors. So usually the mendoksai thing, they let the juniors do lah, because the important thing they will handle. But then again, because the mendoksai thing, the small minor things usually a lot. So that's why lah. Where is this? I know what. Never watched Breaking Bad, Attack of Titan, Game of Thrones, Chainsaw Man. Oh, I didn't finish watching Attack on Titan. I think I finished season 1 only. I don't remember watching season 2. I think I watched until like any first time turning into Titan. I think that one is season 1 if I'm not mistaken. Chainsaw Man, I did watch the whole season. I even bought the whole manga. I think I collected the manga until volume 15 if I'm not mistaken. So I enjoyed Chainsaw Man, but part 2 is kinda boring-ish, which is why I stopped buying the manga. When they changed the main character from Denji to Asa, if I'm not mistaken, the flow of the story kind of changes a little bit, so it's not as interesting to me anymore. I kind of miss the dynamic between Denji, Aki, and Power. Too bad we cannot see it anymore. Mendokusai dumping person. Yes, such is fate of a junior developer. It's really hard to put Goku's rival. Does that game like have a pity system? Because as far as I know, especially like Japanese gacha games, right, they don't really have a kind PT system for their gacha. If I'm not mistaken, FGO doesn't even have PT system. So you can pull like 1000 pull and still not getting the character that you want. I think Uma Musume is also like that. They don't have PT system. Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8, I did try watching first episode, but it's not engaging enough to make me watch it, so I haven't continued ever since. Even Frieren, I watched until episode 2, but it's very slow. The pacing is very slow, so I stopped. I haven't continued. It's a gacha game. The rule for this game, you don't get this character, you done. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rick and Morty? I've heard of the name, but I never watch it. You didn't finish it? Now I'm depressed. I do hear like some you know, interesting stories, or like people talking about Kaiju number 8. I really wanna watch it, but I couldn't really like find the energy or like the mood to watch it yet. Even ReZero, right? I think I stopped halfway season 1. I haven't finished it yet. Season 1. There's still a lot to catch up. I haven't watched anime nowadays. Barely. Okay, I am done with Genshin. Okay, let's go to start it. Let me quit the game. Why you're not letting me quit the game? What happened here? Hey, what happened here? Okay. Oh, Aruna, hello, welcome. How are you? Hi, Dad. I miss you. I am dead now, boleh lah. Welcome. I miss you guys too. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys for a long time. It felt like I went buy milk and never returned. I mean, I did return now, but it's been a long while. I miss you guys. That's why even though I'm a little bit tired today, I was like, tak apa lah, kita stream. What happened here? Why am I here? Why am I in the middle? Okay. They gave a race that seemed like a liar. Some people didn't get new character, even though some people didn't get it. Oh, it's a scam. I don't think I will last long playing games like that. Axel hates. What do you mean? I said I miss you guys. I didn't say I hate you guys. I said I miss you guys. Prepping for the podcast tomorrow, maybe invite you in next time when you are free. Yeah, I will probably join when I'm free, but at the moment I am not. My July is very, very packed. I've been working almost every day this month. Barely have time for a collab or something. I do want to like play games with people. Tapi tu lah. Very busy at the moment. Alamak, salah. No. No. Luckily, I am the luckiest. Kan is sebab I have a bad luck. Probably. Like my luck in Genshin is very bad, right? But then when I open Honkai Impact, my luck is good there. I think like there are multiple times where I barely have any pulls and then I did 10 pull and I got the character immediately. Like it seems like my luck, my bad gacha luck in other games actually was because my luck all goes to Honkai Impact. I feel trippy, just woke up from the nap. I see. Good morning. Oh, no wonder like it's a bit laggy. Silent mode rupanya. Aruna immediately took back the second place. Yeah, I still don't understand how this ranking thingy works. Your free time is less crowded. Yes. I think it's probably like the busy season for my company as well. Maybe that's why. Work never ending at the moment. Which one is this? Oh, okay, this one. Which character? Where's Finon? Aventurine. This guy. I'm hearing sounds outside. What is Nanashi doing? Honkai Impact, you still play it sometimes. Sometimes when I feel like checking out games I haven't checked for a long time, I will open it. But I don't really play that anymore because there's a lot of things to catch up on Honkai Impact, and like sometimes when I open the game, there's too many things to do. I was like, later lah. I don't feel like doing it. Too many things. I think our luck is come on one game that we rarely play and bad luck for the other game we love. Right. I still remember. My Genshin luck is very bad, right? And then I create a second account. That account is also very, very bad. And then I was like, one day, I feel like wanna start over Genshin again and just pull the weapons banner only. So I created a third account. And then on that third account, for some reason, every 10 pull I would get 5-star. So I think I have like 2 or 3 limited 5-star weapons there on that account, but I barely have any characters because I don't play and I don't pull characters there. So now that account got abandoned because I only play on one account right now. But all of my Genshin gacha luck went to that account for some reason. One day Axel will be able to dump everything to the intern, but end up doing everything because Axel. I hope so, but I don't think I will get intern. Right now in my department, I'm like me and a few other fresh grads that joined around my time a few years ago were like the last batch where they took in fresh grads. Now they just look for seniors because they don't really have the time to train the juniors or the fresh grads. So my department, I think for the whole 3 years I've been working in this company, I've never seen any interns yet. They don't take in interns for some reason, and they no longer take in fresh grads. They just want the seniors. But then the seniors are leaving and they're looking for a new senior. No, apply for senior upgrade. To be honest, I'm kind of like, I kind of want to be promoted to senior because then my salary will be more than what I'm having now. So like, good on that part, but the workload part, I don't really want it. The seniors in my company, the team leaders, the project manager and everything, they basically work 24/7. Sometimes when I'm like working midnight shift, right, and then I ask questions in the group chat, and then my boss replied almost immediately my boss replied. And then because I work the whole midnight shift, I would able to claim a replacement leave the next day if next day is a working day. So, and then when I look at the attendance when I woke up, like in the afternoon or something, my boss is in the office. Basically, in my workplace, the seniors doesn't rest. They work 24/7. So even though the salary for the senior position is tempting, I kind of really don't want to work like that. I still want to have a work-life balance, even though multiple times the boss told us that in this field, work-life balance is non-existent. So, yeah. Begitulah. The Walking Dead chapter is coming to Dead by Daylight on the 29th of July. Oh, nice. So is that like a skin or something? One time I got so excited getting a new character, I just bumped my head on my second floor bed. Punya besi, ayo, benjol tak? They want entry level with senior experience. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, they do want that now. And also, like, if you have zero knowledge and they still took you in, they kind of like expect you to be able to do a lot of things in the span of a very short amount of time. So you have to learn a lot of things and then be able to like not master it, but they want you to like do it in a speed where the seniors can do. So if you're very like doing very slow, because it's a new it's a new lab. The programming language that I'm using in my company is a programming language that is no longer being taught in university. They don't teach the language anymore. So like if you're a fresh grad and you enter this company in my department, so you have to learn everything from the scratch again, or you have to learn it by yourself. You have to look at the existing coding, and then you learn from that code. So they want you to learn the coding by yourself, but at the same time they also wanted you to be able to do the coding in the similar speed as the seniors lah. It's COBOL actually. It's the COBOL language. Oh, Bond, hello, welcome. How are you? You need to have life beyond work, especially sleep. Yeah, that is true. That is very, very true. That's why, right? I like some people lah. Before this lah, some people did tell me that because I'm the kind of person that whenever my working hours finish, I would leave. I would go home. I would close my laptop and be like, okay, I'm done. I still have works to do, but it's okay. I continue tomorrow. Working hours ended. But then my seniors would be like staying in the office until nighttime to finish up their work. So like they kind of like expected me to do the same thing. They were like, if you don't understand, if you still have unfinished work, you have to work beyond working hours to finish it. But then again, for me, like, we still need a work and life balance to be able to function as a human being. I don't think working all the time is good for our brain. It's gonna burn you out if you keep on doing that. Okay, let's see. Except for president. No, don't vote for me. Don't vote for me. A lot of companies are like that. Don't mess with the existing system. Yeah, that is true. Especially if it's like a bigger company. Kobo, yeah, it's a pretty old language. It doesn't really like. It's not even mentioned in university anymore. My university never mentioned it. Getting PTSD on my electronic engineering days. Yeah, because I took software engineering in uni, and because of that I learned a lot of programming language throughout my my student years, but they never even mentioned COBOL once. So when I got into this job, right, I was kind of like culture shock or like knowledge shock. Learning COBOL for the first time. I can respect that. Always do that if the upper breast is not on your neck. Yeah. I do get like scolded or like getting told off for like going back home early when I still have works to do. But then again, I was like, I want to live long. I want to live long. So like I continue my work later. I will finish my work. Just let me rest. I mean, like, I can go home, rest for a bit, and then continue at night, you know. I don't have to stay at the office until late night. I don't think that is necessary. We can work remotely. Okay, let's see. Mechatronic, no. Mechatronic engineering. I see. We have a very normalized bad work time habit in my region, and none of friends have decent sleeping schedule. Yeah, that's the thing about developers. Even a lot of my like university batchmates, right? A lot of them who started work with development, like developer, they kind of like quit within a year or two, and then they switch to becoming like business analyst, or they will become like a tester, like the one that doesn't mainly focus on development. But there's very few lah. Usually the one that stays as a technical side, like the full development side in my batch mates, right, usually the high performing students. So that's why whenever I look at them and then I look at myself and I kind of question my life, because I'm not the top performing students back then. SA, BA, QA, yes, they usually go that way. They usually go that route. I'm like one of the few people in my class to still stay as a developer. When I reconnect back to my classmates back then, right, they were like, Axel, why are you still staying as a developer? It's a very stressful job, you know. I quit within my first year already, and I was like, I've been trying to switch, but it's kind of hard. I don't know how many interviews I've been to this year. It's kind of hard to switch, actually. I wanted to, one thing about Malaysia, like, at least like, if I want to switch, I can start again as a fresh grad role, so I will start with a basic salary again lah. So I'm okay-ish on that part, but the thing is, I don't know Mandarin. I cannot speak Mandarin. Most of the companies that in IT field nowadays, they want you to be able to speak Mandarins because there's a lot of like Mandarin speaker clients like dealing with their companies. So whenever I want to look for jobs, right, I look the requirements. Oh, this requirements is okay. I can like sort of apply to this. And then I look at the language requirements. They said they want Mandarin speaker. And I was like, I cannot speak Mandarin. I cannot speak Mandarin. So yeah, it's a little bit hard trying to switch work right now. That's why I'm still staying here, even though it's kind of like taking out of my soul a lot. Okay, let's see. Sekejap eh. Let me try to catch up on the chat. Let me see. Protect your sleep schedule, guys. I agree. Yes, please sleep properly. Sleep at least 6 hours per day. And then what else? Is tiramisu fine? Yeah, what happened to the tiramisu? Right, what happened to the tiramisu? Melted already kah? Read about COBOL in that one history section and that it was used in 1959. Yes, it's a very old programming language. Nowadays, they do kind of like wanted to switch from COBOL to Java, but the transition gonna take a very long progress lah, because most of the system that use COBOL is a huge and complex system, so switching it to a new language will take a long time. Okay, let me try speed run through the chats and see if there's anything that I missed. If I miss anything, do let me know. No point living a short life. True. And also like I wanna experience being rich at least once in my life. So like I'm not going to die before I got rich. Is COBOL entirely different from the other language? Yes. COBOL in a way is quite simple actually, but sometimes I feel like COBOL is too simple that it becomes difficult. Like let's say lah, for example, PHP or HTML, you have this like tagging thing, right, in the coding, like in the syntax. But COBOL, there's no such things as the symbols or everything. Everything is alphabet. It's like English. It's like a structured English become a coding. So because it is like kind of simple, so if you want to like code the things right, it became complex because it's too simple. If you understand what I mean. You can't really like, because I'm used to my internship back then, I do web development. So web development, if you code things and then you can see it physically, you can see it visually what happens to your code, but COBOL you cannot do that because everything is text. So it's kind of like, it is straightforward, but at the same time it is kind of like complicated in a way. Okay, let's see. I know almost every code except Python. Oh, nice. I forgot how Python works. I only like learn in one semester only, and then I don't really use it anymore. So your first learning COBOL at work? Yes, that is true. The first time I heard COBOL was when I took interviews for that job. Initially, I got offered like a training session with this company. So basically, they took a fresh grads and then they train all these fresh grads for COBOL, and then like we will still get paid, but it's like a paid training kind of program thing. And then once we completed that period of training, they will send us as a contract staff to the other companies that use this COBOL language lah. But then because they don't have enough people, so they canceled that program and they immediately sent us to the agent company instead. So I got interviewed and somehow I passed, so I was able to work in the company as a permanent staff instead of contract staff lah. So I got lucky in a way. Like I graduated and then within a month-ish I got a permanent job. But then it's like this lah. That's why I keep saying, you lose one thing, you gain another. Okay, Amir, hello, welcome. How are you? Yeah, let's see. Malaysia, the land of cheap third-party side gig. That is true. We're like the middle person, some reason. I ate Panadol and tried to sleep so hard, but I can't. It keeps pushing the comment back up. Wait, even my headache is gone now. Ayo. Maybe just lay down and chill. Maybe once your body like kind of rests and go into resting mode, maybe you can start to fall asleep. Sometimes it do be like that. So maybe this might be the time to learn Mandarin. Probably, but learning Mandarin by yourself is hard. So for now, I'm probably just gonna put my focus into Japanese first to get at least the LPT certificates, and then once I got that and I can use it to apply for a job or like improve my resume or something, then I will like try and learn Mandarin. It's an easy language to learn though, simple grammar, your knowledge of kanji. I myself don't speak Mandarin. I don't know, it depends. For me, Mandarin is a little bit difficult to understand, also like difficult to speak, because it's a very, like, what do we call it, tonal language. I just ordered 2 Gundam card and the seller gave me literally 1 piece card too. Why? That is so random. Gunpla, then suddenly you got 1 piece. Coding 101 with Axel when? Probably soon. Initially this week actually. From my initial schedule, right? Yesterday was supposed to be a work and Yap stream. That stream was supposed to be a stream where I start doing coding on stream actually. Like I wanted to create a website again because I forgot how to do web development already, so I want to relearn it again because I want to start building my portfolio. So I wanted to do it on stream, but then things happen, so maybe next month we start. Because I want to start step by step, so I relearn the thing on stream, so at the same time you guys can also learn web development together with me, because web development is like one of the easy-ish programming language. So even though you never tried coding before, you can learn it by yourself. You don't have to like go into university or anything, take any class ke apa ke, no. You can learn it by yourself. It's quite easy. HTML, CSS, PHP, it's quite easy. The job market is terrifying. Passing an interview has become its own science and study. Terrifying is specialized. That is true. It's very hard nowadays. Your current company is sabotaging your interview. They need you. Ayo. I mean, they've been losing people recently. They do be wanting to keep the current person. You know about JavaScript? Oh yeah, JavaScript, yes. I think during my internship days, we use PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and MySQL. But the thing is about my internship company, right? I went for internship at the startup company. It's a very small company with like less than 20 people in that company. So because of that, they didn't use any framework for their website. Everything is relying on PHP and JavaScript. So now I can't really use the experience during my internship to apply for a job in web development, because almost every company now, they want people who are familiar with framework. The most common one that they want is Laravel. Laravel and another one, I forgot what name is it, but nowadays when I look at the framework that they want people who are familiar with Laravel. But my company doesn't use any framework at that time. It's purely hard-coded PHP, JavaScript. So like, I'm like kind of regretting not intensely researching the company at that time. At that time, I was kind of desperate, so I was like, as long as I get in, I just go. But then now that I think about it, maybe I should have like researched harder lah. Ayo. Can we see you try Mandarin 5 tones one day? It doesn't have to be today though. Maybe lah, maybe. When I start learning, maybe we can do that. Okay, let's see, what else did I miss? The total number of pink VTubers that I know that know COBOL is 2, but it's weird that it has happened twice. Oh, pink, eh? That is very, very like interesting coincidence. Let's see. What else? In more detail, it's like if you want to go straightforward but it doesn't have straightforward function to code, you go creative a bit and you mess up so many other codes. Yes, that is true. That is true. That is why I'm struggling right now. Because, you know, it is different when you start a coding from scratch and like taking someone else's coding and then enhance it. For the past 3 years I've been working, I've never once coded a program from scratch. Most of the time I just take an existing programs and then I just enhance it. So then it becomes harder, because especially if the existing code is very long, there's so many enhancements done to that codes, and then like some of the codings there, it is very complex that if you want to add things, you have to change a lot of things. So it is supposed to be an easy, sometimes it is just an easy enhancement to do, but it becomes complicated because of the codings, because of the previous people that did the coding. Huh? I only accept kisses from Axel only. Apa ni? Apa ni? Is it Mandarin a fruit? I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, what else? Soon I master coding learning from Axel. I can join again Dragon Ball script. Why? Very specific there. Isn't PHP a Petro? Bukan PHP. PHP. PHP lah. P. My engineering go for the baby code like C and C++, mostly sometimes literally binary. Ah, I see. For my courses back then in uni, I started my first year, I started with Java. And then we did learn a little bit of C# and C++ at the same time. A little bit only. And then we learn Python. And then go back to Java again. We use a lot of Java. But then I had a hard time understanding Java. For me, Java is very complicated to master. So I kind of like gave up back then as a student and went to the web development route. So my FYP, I did website. I totally ignored Java, and now I kind of regret it because a lot of jobs kind of like want Java. They want people who know Java. Laravel, Django, Maven, React. Oh yeah, React. Laravel and React is like the two framework that I saw the companies want the most. But nowadays mostly Laravel lah. If you are doing PHP, then Laravel is best. It will make getting good pay much better. That is true. I was lucky because during my first year in this company, they did send me into a training, and in that training, I did learn Laravel. So I just need to relearn it again because I kind of forgot that. So I have to relearn it again, and then probably prepare a portfolio so that it can make it easier for me to like showcase my skills lah. Because currently my resume barely had anything related to web development aside from my internship. So I need a good portfolio if I want to switch into web development. Go Lemon Sky and become game developer. Actually, becoming a game developer is like one of my dreams. One of my dreams lah, creating a game. Care package, thank you. Hydrate everybody. Drink some water. Oh yeah, I just saw your comment and said yes, it is React and Laravel for the framework. Larian is hiring to us. Larian. PSP is a gaming, bukan, not PSP, TPAP pula. No lah, wrong lah. That's a different thing. That's why a lot more people going for Python than Java. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Java is great for learning object-oriented programming. I also didn't sleep when I was studying it. Yeah. I remember. I'll be honest, in my first year, right, I never had any programming background before I entered degree. So my first semester and my first subject, I learned Java, and it is so hard for me to comprehend coding at the moment. So I failed the class. That's why I extended my degree by another year, because I had to repeat the class again. I failed Java class. It was very bad. I got a D in finals, so I have to retake the course again. Both in OOP and data structures. Yes. That's the thing. It is kind of like complicated to understand Java, like all those things, because before I get this current job, right, I did attend another interview for a Java role, and I failed that interview. That's why they sent me to another interview for COBOL, and I passed. But yeah, Java is hard. Python is Nick lah, bukan. Different. Not that one. One way of capturing interview is making a project specific for the hiring company's requirement. You can hijack the interview if you play your card right, but it can be life draining and stressful. Yes. That is true. That is very, very true. It takes a lot of time actually to having a project. Like, to create one project is already stressful. You need a lot of time for it. And then like if you're working and you're preparing a project to like switch jobs, right, you have to like sacrifice a lot of your rest time to create the projects, your portfolio. It's so object oriented to the point you can animate stuff by just coding. Yeah, that is true for Java. That's a good thing about Java. You can do a lot of things, but at the same time, to master it, it is very difficult. For me lah, one of the reasons why I kind of like gave up on Java when I was still a student is because we use NetBeans. NetBeans is very heavy. Like at my company, right, those who use Java for your work, the Java developers, they use Eclipse. During my university, we use NetBeans. NetBeans is very heavy, especially for my laptop. At that time, my laptop is not a high-end laptop, so just opening NetBeans was like, NetBeans, I think NetBeans, I forgot the name already. NetBeans is very slow. I was like, oh, loading. And then I open project, loading. I compile, loading. It's very heavy. Java is a character from Star Wars. Not that Java. Python to Ula Sawa. Oh my god. Oh my, I mean, you guys are not wrong. But the thing is you need to make some personal project to show off. With Axel's chronology, free time is pretty much impossible. Yes, that's true. That's true. That's why I'm kind of like not sure. Either I stick to this job or like I sacrifice my rest time or something. Like try to figure out a way to escape this. Because I'm not sure how long I can last living like this, to be honest. Maybe a stream making game? I am like kind of tempted. It is actually like one of my plans lah, or ideas to make games or like stream the progress and everything. But it used a lot of things like assets lah, and then you have to prepare games lah, you have to plan the script line stuff. There's a lot of planning and I don't really have the time to like put on the planning yet. So that's why I never start on that project yet. Still like in my plan, but it's not the priority at the moment. Eclipse, NetBeans, Visual Studio, both are memory intensive. I remember switching to C# for something lighter and then it took 15 minutes to load a loop on my old laptop. It was paid. Yes. Like, I was in the middle of my degree when COVID happened. And I was kind of lucky at that time because before COVID, I was working part-time. So I was saving my money there to buy a new laptop. So I got myself a gaming laptop at the time before COVID happened. And then since everything became online, I switched from NetBeans to Visual Studio Code. So it doesn't feel as heavy as NetBeans, but for me, like when it comes to coding, I prefer Visual Studio. And I heard that Visual Studio you can have a pet there. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't used Visual Studio for a while, but I heard that you can have a pet there. I got a horror game idea too. Oh, nice. I did like kind of tempted to make an RPG, but making an RPG, there's a lot of plannings going behind. But maybe in the future. I use that in school too. Oh yeah, I think most of the schools when they teach Java, they use NetBeans. I heard that game dev is one of the hard work development. Yes, game developer is one of the hard work in the developer out there, and also one of the underpaid one. I think because I'm in finance, right? I think finance is like one of the higher paying developer job, but not many people is here. Not many people want to stay long in finance. Game developer, a lot of people wanted to go there, but I think game developer kind of suffered the same fate as the graphic designer. They're kind of like underpaid. They have a lot of things to do, but they don't get paid for the amount of work they do. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. Deja vu? I'm gonna pull one character on Dragon Ball. Hope I got him. Good luck. Mind you, there's some madmen out there using Notepad. Notepad! Oh my god, Notepad++. You know, during my internship, right? We use Notepad++. Right now, currently at my job, I just use Notepad++ just to write notes there. Because it seems more clean compared to using a normal notepad. Let's see. From what I see here, I feel like you are passionate about your job, Axel. I guess so. I mean, I do like being a developer. Like, I like programming. It's just that sometimes the workload can be a bit too much lah. It's a fun job, but sometimes it's not fun. I'm a go now, gonna need to do my daily before reset. But I said, okay. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, Panda. Have fun with the dailies and have a nice rest. Hope to see you when I see you. May you become senior sooner? I mean, hopefully. Bug Catcher is a great game to start with. What is Bug Catcher? Usually when it comes to creating games, right? Back in my uni, right, people always do the project. What is it? 4357 ke apa? The number game. The one where you can slide the number and like increase the number. I forgot what we call that name. There is a 3D animator / artist / game mechanic designer. Don't ask how I know so much. Plus the engineering. What is this competition about? Oh yeah, the game. I think the ad clipper from the old world one there. That one clip and animation from Windows XP. Oh, is this about the bug catcher? Game developer, unless you are the boss, it's hard to get paid well. Yes. Also a lot of mess. The mess in game dev looks very terrifying. Yes. What else, huh? Getting the pay feels good as a developer. Yes. You know, like my seniors, my boss, right? Sometimes when they have a conversation about buying things, right, it kind of scares me, and it kind of makes me wonder how high their salary is, their salary is, because sometimes, there's this one time, because my desk is near the boss, so when the higher ups are having a conversation, I can hear it, you know. There's this one time, they were discussing about getting a custom table for their kitchen. Not kitchen, for their dining room. They want a custom dining table. And they were like talking about there's this one place where they can choose what kind of woods they want, what kind of design they want, what do we call it, the finishing, want it shiny or not, and all that. And then like I remember they were like discussing the price, and they were talking about spending 10k for a custom table, like you go out and eat, you know. Like it's not that expensive for them. You know, it's like 10k. I can't imagine spending 10k for a custom table. But yeah, I think that's why they were able to like stay long in this job, because they got paid pretty well, to the point that they can just, you know, spend 10k for a custom table. They buy jet? Oh yo. Probably. Maybe they can. I remember when there's a university that have a cat, they name her Bontut. Why? Not Notepad plus plain Notepad. That one is truly Batman. 10k again. I'm a Google. Yeah. I'm not sure the conversion rate for you lah, but 10k Malaysian ringgit. Okay, let's see. Fun until you found your red line. Yes. I'm trying to make a website with Scratch. What do you mean with Scratch? May you become part of the HR managerial with safe job position. Oh, yeah. I just hope that one day, all of these hardships that I'm experiencing will pass, and I'm able to like live comfortably and not selling my soul to my work. I hope one day I can like have an actual work-life balance. With great pay comes with great responsibility. That is true. That's why, like, even though it is tempting to get promoted, become a senior, become a team leader and everything, but I don't really want the responsibility. I don't know. I don't think I can handle the amount of responsibility. The pay is tempting, the responsibility is not. Unless you are a Nepo baby, you can toss the responsibility to another guy with great pay. That is true. And great hunger to buy that stupid toy you wanted as a child. Yes. $2,300. Oh, huh? Oh yeah. Yeah, US dollar, right? That one, yeah. US dollar is like triple our currency, so yeah. Mm. But then again, like, right now I'm just like, the way I think about my life right now is that I just work and try to save up as much as possible and like reward myself with things that I was unable to get when I was young. Like back then I wanted to play PS Vita, but I cannot get a PS Vita for myself, so now I got a second-hand PS Vita and I'm enjoying it a lot. Back then I always wanted to try using iPhone because I like the way iPhone look, even though I don't really like how restrictive it felt using iPhone, but I always wanted to try. I like how it looks. I like how clean it looks. And then like now I was able to save up and get myself an iPhone. So like I'm just like think that even though I'm struggling with work right now, but at least I was able to experience things that I cannot experience when I was young. Things that I wanted to try, or like food that I wanted to eat but it's too expensive back then, now I can like buy it and eat it. Now I just think like that way lah. Just, what do we call this? Reliving our childhood? Or what? Inner childhood thing? That's a term for it. I forgot. My only experience with coding is when I was in high school. I was in Decan class, so we take ASK instead of RBT, which is computer science. I see. Interesting. I was good with Python actually, but then I forgot about it because I wasn't interested in coding. Aha, I see. Yeah, I think in high school, if they have like a computer science class, right, they usually would teach Python. For me in high school, I took art instead, so kind of missed opportunity. There is a IT subject as well in my school back then, but they added late after I switched from accounting to art, so I was like, it's a little bit bendoksai to switch again to IT, so I just stayed in art. There is always jailbreak iPhone. Yeah, that is true, but I kind of don't really want to jailbreak things. I want to use it as it is. Maybe I work harder, earn more, and then get myself a second phone or something. This time choose Android. Three shawarma and extra jaws, and I learn Python and buy a Python pet. What do you mean by a Python pet? No need lah that word. Ayo, 3 shawarma. Oh, you're making me want to eat shawarma. Might make another chapter of you since your first chapter is pretty experimental. Oh, it's up to you. Snake, Metal Gear. May I question about the food? Is it as good as you thought as a child? Some. Let's see, what kind of food that I wanted to eat as a child but I couldn't, and then when I got into an adult I was able to eat. Let me think. Oh, hot pot. When I was young, and I saw pictures, or like I saw from the roadside the restaurant when like a whole family like at a restaurant eating hot pot, right? Is it hot pot? You know, the nabe-ish kind of food. We call that hot pot. I forgot the name. Like the pot thingy, the nabe like thingy. I remember when I was very young, I passed a restaurant and saw all these people eating nabe-ish kind of food. Do we call that hot pot? I think so. I was like, oh, I want to try eating that, but it's kind of expensive and my family couldn't really like afford bringing us to eat it. And then when I got old, and then I tried experiencing that for the first time, it's kind of like a hit or miss. It depends on the restaurant. Some restaurant is pretty good, some is like kind of plain. I try and taste. Yeah. It is really, really hard to find a restaurant that can have a good nabe. So far, I haven't found one yet. Maybe because I'm also like kind of a picky eater too. So it's kind of hard to find restaurant that tastes good. Also, Axolotl, hello, welcome. How are you? Better cook it yourself. Yes, that is true. And also like ramen. I like Japanese food, especially the sushi. When I was young, sushi and ramen is like luxury food for me. It is very expensive. I can only eat it once a year or once every 2 year, 3 year ish. Now that I earn my own money, so like if I'm hungry, I can go and eat sushi or like eat ramen. So, and then I started to notice that some restaurant doesn't really have like a good quality sushi. It feels kind of like, it depends on the restaurant. Some can be very plain. Again, Japanese food also tastes so plain. It depends. Some places have a really like they taste quite good. The ramen, the sushi and everything is good. But some restaurant, it is very plain. Put water in, put bottle of salt. A bottle of salt? Are you trying to give yourself high blood pressure or something? As a child, I wanted to eat fried rats because I saw it on TV. What programs were you watching that have fried rats on TV? That is kinda concerning. Hope in future I can retire early and move to small hidden village that have 5G and make indie games. Yes. Because currently I'm living in a big city, right? But my hometown is not here. My hometown is like a bit more kampong-ish area. So I hope that one day I was able to earn enough so that I can retire early and then go back to my hometown and just enjoy the nature. Enjoy the nature. I want the nature now. Back then when I was young, I was like admiring all this big city life, you know. City life. Oh wow, so amazing. Tall buildings, trains. So amazing. I want to experience it. Now I'm in the middle of a big city. I was like, I want some tree. I want some green. Where's the green? There's no green here. So yeah. Hargai Gunung Jagai. But Gunung Jagai agak keras, you know. It's kind of haunted. Making a game of Python using Python to code the Python code and QA if the Python with another Python and name the company into Python and the game name into Python into the Python section. Why does this sound like a tongue twister? Just Malaysian food tastes too strong. Yes, that is true. There's a lot of flavor in Malaysian food. TV 3. Oh, okay, majalah 3. Okay. Makes sense. Maybe we can be jiran. Yeah. You know, take care of the same tree. Early in the morning. I saw you, you saw me. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. And then we water the tree together. Tree no need to water, like you water the plant together. The flowers and things. Awak gerah lah. Nampak amoy wolf cat. What does that refers to? What is amoy wolf cat? Gunung Jerai have dragon. Sejak bila? I don't know. Dragon? I think my Southeast Asian tongue doesn't like it. Yeah, that's the thing about East Asian food. Korean food can be a little bit like I think East Asian food, right? The Chinese food, the Japanese food, and Korean food. Korean food is the one that have the most flavor out of all, but the flavor is kind of like one type-ish. It's not that variety like compared to Southeast Asian food. But Chinese food and Japanese food, right? They're a bit on the healthier side. There's a lot of soup in their food. So for us, Southeast Asian who are used to so many flavors in our food, when we eat Chinese food and Japanese food, right, it does feel kind of plain. Even their curry, Japanese curry, right, the texture is quite okay-ish. It's not as thick and oily compared to like let's say like the Malaysian curry, right? Malaysian curry is very oily for me. It's very oily. The Japanese one is not as oily as the Malaysian curry, but the taste is kinda something missing. It feels like something missing. I think Korean food tastes too sweet. I like salty. Yeah, Korean food is like, it's either too sweet or too salty for me, and like too spicy as well. Talking about curry, I wanna try Indian curry one day, the OG. Oh yes, 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 yes. It's very nice. Loki miss Kedah now. Go lah, balik, Raya. Mocha, hello, welcome. How are you? I used to hate going back to hometown, which is Kedah, because the toilets stink. Is it like kampung area, rumah kampung kah? I'm thinking about just gonna buy a house in some middle of nowhere in Seremban, which is still close to KL, but more affordable house. Yeah. I think Seremban is like a good area in the middle between big city and like kampung-ish area to live. The distance is okay, the area is okay, the food also quite okay, I think. Best for introvert. True. Whenever I go back to Kedah, right, I feel like it is very calm there for some reason. It's not as chaotic. I mean, during peak hour chaotic lah kan. But other than that, I feel like everyone there is very chill. If I walk in like a public area, let's say I go to the mall in Kedah, right, compared to in KL, like everyone there like very relaxed. They walk like, you know, the pacing, I really like that. But in KL, in big city, you have to like faster. People are very impatient here. It's like we're in Korea or Japan. People are very fast here. Cepat. People will like get mad at you if you're very slow or something. If you take escalator, you have to. If you don't wanna climb up the escalator, you stand at the left. Or else people will get mad. I don't know. It's like, it's very tiring living in the big city. Japanese curry is basically curry with half the flavor. Yeah, that is true. Clean the toilet. You're not wrong. Cold mist in the early morning. The toilet must be separate from the house, right? Nagi Pantai Merdeka. Pila Merdeka. Seremban is like a retirement home area for KL people. Yeah, that is true. Seremban, Nilai. It's like a place for people to retire. That's why like I used to stay in Nilai when I was still a student a few years ago. Like there's a lot of neighborhood full of rich people who retire early. Like they're not that, you know, the standard average retirement age is 60, right? But they're like near that age but a little bit younger, like 50 plus ish. They retire early. They buy a house in Nilai, like a big bungalow, stayed there, and then just enjoying life. Because I'm not sure, I haven't stayed in Seremban, so I'm not sure how Seremban is, but like at least in Nilai lah, there's a lot of like things here that you can enjoy, but it's not as packed as in big city. And like if you wanted to enjoy the big city life, you can also go to KL or Selangor. It's not that far, can just a few hours drive to go to the big city. So like there's a lot of rich people retiring in Nilai, especially in Nilai 3 ka, I think, like the rich people punya area, neighborhood. I remember having separate toilet in house. That 2 a.m. pooping session feels like horror game. True. I was lucky that my dad's hometown in Perak doesn't have a separate toilet. They bring in the toilet already. So by the time I spawn into this world and I go back home to the kampung, the toilet is already inside. So I never experienced the horror of taking a poop at 2 a.m. outside at the toilet outside. Luckily I never experienced that. Meanwhile, Terengganu is basically vacation place for rich people of Malaysia. Oh, really? I see. I've said I fancy everything here every weekend. I see. I'll be honest, I've never been to Terengganu before, so I'm not sure what it's like. My club leader back then when I studied there one semester, he get 500k from his dad and his girlfriend get 100k share. Oh my god. I think I'm those people, the fast walker. Yeah, I'm also a fast walker myself, especially after I've been living here for a few years already. I think I've been living in KL-ish, Selangor-ish, the big city lah. I've been living here for almost a decade already. Because my uni is also in KL. So I think I started uni 2017-ish kot, I think. 2017, ya betul lah. 2017 I came here. And then I've been living here ever since. With like 3 years-ish at Nilai, but then I kind of like go back and forth Nilai and KL every day. So because of that, I've became one of those people that are like fast walker. I walk fast. So whenever my family came to visit me from Kedah, right, they were like, Axel, why are you walking so fast? So I don't know, it's a habit. More horror after watching Mystery Nusantara at TV3. In an old Malay house, pre-war has insane lore. Digging in my grandma's stuff and found a shotgun. Oh my god! I'm amazed. Like your family were able to keep that. 500k like that, man. Right. He pays everything for the club, literally everything from event to celebration. Oh, you know, like it feels. If you come from like a normal family, being friends with like a super rich people, right, sometimes it feels like you're living in a different dimension. I think I've mentioned this story before, but like there's this one rich kid that I know at my workplace, right. They're very humble, so at the first glance you can't really, you know, some people when they're like coming from a rich family, they have a specific appearance that they hold that shows that money, like bling bling and everything, right? But this person is very humble, so I didn't expect that person to be that rich. But there's this one time lah kan, we were having a talk about car. It was during the time when I just bought myself a car. I got myself a Axia because it's one of the cheapest and most efficient car. So I got myself Axia, and then this person was asking me, Axel, do you have a car? Have you buy yourself a car yet? I was like, yes, I just got myself a car. And then the person asked, what car is it? And then I said, Axia. And then this person looks very disappointed, you know. I was like, why? Is it wrong to get myself Axia? Like, is Axia a bad car or something, right? And then this person was like, no lah, because recently I also got myself a new car, and I got Toyota GT. I was like, oh, Toyota GT. My car is 48k if I'm not mistaken. This friend's car, the father held the down payment 50k deposit. More expensive than my car. And then like another rich person was like kind of question me lah, because I got the highest one is advanced, right? The one with the screen and everything. I got the second one, the SE, the one without the screen, but I have the start button thingy, not the highest one lah. Because if I get the advanced Azia, I have to pay monthly 600 ringgit ish. I think it's a bit too much, so I got the SE one. So it's a bit cheaper lah. For me, that is enough. I don't really need the screen anyway. The screen might help, makes my life easier, but I don't really like. It's not a necessity. It's like a bonus lah if I got the screen. So I just got the SE one, and then we were talking about money at that time with that person, with this one friend, and then I don't remember what happened in the middle of the conversation, and then this person was like, why didn't you get the advanced Azia? And then I was like, I think Azia is a bit too expensive. And then because we're in the same position, right, so our pay is kind of similar. And then this person was like, what did you spend to not have money to pay 600 monthly for the car? I was like, excuse me? 600 monthly is expensive, you know. It is very expensive. And then this person had the audacity to question my spending. I mean, I don't really like spend a lot for myself. Like, I only allocated like a little bit, like a few lah, like money for buying like hobby-ish thing, and then food, and the rest go to commitment. I have a lot of commitment. Rental lah, PTPTN lah, and then car lah, you know, the bills lah and everything. This person was trying to judge my spending because I couldn't afford getting an Azia Advance. But this person is living with parents, you know, so they don't have to pay the bills, they don't have to pay the rent. Food also parents buy, don't have to pay. I have to spend everything for myself, and at the same time kind of like help my family. So it's like, we're living in a different world, my friend. That's why I said being friend with rich people, like, it's like we're on a different world sometimes. The world that they live in and the world that we're living in is very different. Who was judging someone at my workplace? I stand akak-akak Azia, except the one who drives bad, Mila tu. Toyota GT, yeah, it's very expensive. As long as it take you to point A to point B, it's a car. Yeah. For me, getting a very expensive car is more like a accessories already. If you get one that is very good, money, not that expensive, you know, it doesn't suck your money dry, still can bring you to point A to point B, the oil doesn't consume much as well, then it is already a good car. Same reason I got a Kancil, I swapped the engine and slapped a turbo. Oh wow, nice. I can't drive safe more. Yeah, me, before I bought the car, like, I was like, oh okay, I can save a lot of money, and the moment I got myself a car, I was like, money. Sometimes I do question myself, why did I buy a car? But then if I don't have a car, it's gonna be difficult for me to like do something or go somewhere because I'm away from my family. So I cannot really like ask someone to bring me somewhere. I have to bring myself. Grab is expensive, so I do be needing a car. Kancil, Vira and Satria so cheap. Yeah. Good option. Questions, does anyone here also want a car of their own? Oh, I don't really have a preference, so maybe I can redirect these questions to those in the chat. If you have any car that you want. You buy new one? Yeah, I got a new one. Initially, I was kind of considering the second-hand car because it is like cheaper, save more money kan. But then again, I reconsidered it again because I know nothing about car. So if I were to get a second-hand car and I got unlucky and there's so many issues on the car and I have to repair things kan, I'm not sure if I'm able to like handle repairing things. I'm afraid I might get scammed or anything. So I just decided to go with a new car. My rich friend at uni back then, so low profile, stay with us B40 at rumah sewa kampung at Kelantan. The house be like, wow, with new CV at that time. Oh, yeah, rich people that are like very humble, kan. They're very fun people. Don't get me wrong, I want Toyota GT, but I will still love a 1999 Honda Civic like my firstborn child. Yeah, I mean like Toyota GT is cool. I mean, if I'm very rich, kan, I'll get myself one too, because it's cool. It looks pretty. It's very nice. In KL, no car, hard life. Yes, yes. I mean, good thing about KL and Selangor is that you guys have train, MRT, LRT, monorail, and everything, right? But even so, to go to MRT, LRT, the trains from your house, you still need a car. We don't have a walkable place yet. Like Japan, we don't have a proper walkable place. Even some MRT station, I think the Serdang area, I think I've been there once. It's very like in the middle of nowhere, so you still have to use car to commute from neighborhood area to that MRT station. You buy a car and you suddenly make noises, that's when you know you'll not be eating for the next week. Yeah, that's why I kind of like reconsidered getting a second-hand one. I never want any car, I want a driver. Yes. Driving can be very stressful, especially if you're not used to it. Imagine I get a girlfriend just because she can't drive. Might as well get a driver. Talking about spending, I spend my money mostly on food and I have unhealthy obsession with ring. I have like 11. Ooh! Did you get like a branded ring or like the one at the Pasar Malam or something? Because I am like kinda interested with rings, but I'm kinda afraid to go and buy like the actual branded ring. Because from what I've seen, most of the branded ring, right, they are not adjustable. I have anxiety wearing the non-adjustable rings, so most of my rings that I have, the one that I bought at Pasar Malam, the one that are adjustable. What car did I get? I got Azia. Which version is it? 2023 good, because I bought it last year, early last year. I got Azia. I name it Lucius the First. This ring I see on Shopee that I think have a nice design. Oh, nice. Yeah. Most of my rings also on Shopee. I like the adjustable one. Azia is a good car. Yeah, it is a good car. It's small, easy to buy. Easy to parking. Small area can parking easily. I'm very bad at reverse parking now. I'm getting used to it because it's easy to practice around, you know, if Azia is small. What did they expected you to buy? Honda probably. Maybe the Honda gang, Toyota gang, because that particular person bought Toyota GT. The whole group of friends, same age, around my age, got Toyota GT. Sometimes public transport is so sial. There's station in the middle of nowhere, but not in the smack. Right. That's why. But that Kamen Rider wizard ring. But that is pretty. I might get one. Small cars are amazing. Kancil parking melintang pun still fit. Yes. When I take my driving license, right, back in 2021, I took the auto one because I don't want to fail multiple times. I feel like if I took the manual one, I might fail a lot. I don't have the money to spend to retake, so I took the auto one. So I pay a bit more, but at least I know I won't repeat as much as I would if I take the manual license. So my, what do we call it? Driving center kah? That one, manual, use Azia. Auto, use Beza. I trained with Beza before, and it is kind of stressful driving Beza because it's very wide for me. It is very like I don't know, like if you're on the road and you want to take a turn, right? For Beza, I can't really like guess the distance before I have to turn. Azia is a lot easier for me because it's small, so I can envision it. I did drove a car with my parents and somehow I just slowly go a little bit faster. Oh. I never like drove a car with my parents inside yet. Last time I go back to my hometown, and then I went to eat with my dad. My dad didn't say anything, immediately go to the driver's area. I was like, yay, dad is driving. Even when I meet up with my siblings, my big brother is the one driving my car. I don't really drive when I'm with my older family. Buy something you can maintain for life, even when you're having extra cash from your monthly salary. Never take up something just to show off. Yes. I like ever since I start working full time, I'm a little bit like particular about how I spend my money. So like I always like calculate my spending and commitments right with my salary, and always make sure that my monthly commitments doesn't exceed 30% of my monthly salary. Just to be safe, I want to be able to have extra savings so that if there's a moment when I'm very stressed, I want to impulse buy, then I have the money to spend. So I always like try my best to maintain within that 30% range of monthly commitments, because I know there will be time where I will get super stressed and I wanted to impulse buy. So I want to be able to have the money to spend. Whether it be food ka, game ka, or anything. Because I know my hobby is very expensive. For a guy, doctor told me I better not drive. Getting a license is still quite funny for me. Maybe you can get for emergency. Maybe lah if you have the money to spend, because driving license is very expensive nowadays. The last time I get my driving license, right, for auto it cost me 1,100 kot. 1,100 to 1,300 ringgit ish range for auto. I can respect that some expenses are terrifying. Yes, that is very true. Sometimes you don't know if things broke down or something, right? Or like all of a sudden your family members need help ka. So it is better to have extra savings in your account so that if anything's happen, you can take it out and spend it. 70-30 split for one versus need based. Yes, I like to keep as minimum as possible for my monthly commitments. If I'm rich, the most luxurious thing I buy is have a 250cc motorcycle and 2 phones. Oh yes! 2 phones! I also wish I can get that one day. I want to return back to using Android. I took manual and failed the last test 3 times, and bro, I was stressed out. Yes. When I was taking my driving license, right, during the circuit exam, the inside one, a lot of people who took manual failed during the bukit thingy, the one that you go up and have to brake, right? I was like, auto is quite easy to do that part. A lot of people that was like manual during that time and then have to naik the bukit, naik the mountain-ish thingy, they always like a lot of the cars like die before they go up. For me, the JPJ one stresses me out. The one where you have to go out and go a specific route. I failed once because I want to take a turn, but I crossed the middle line. I like entered the other lane, so I failed. I passed in one go except exam. What do you mean? I am proud to say I can boast a little bit because of the fact that I passed my driving test manual with only one try. Wow. Wow. That is very nice. I failed the JPJ one. I was lucky I didn't get a female JPJ because all of the female JPJ at my place and they're the screaming type, you know. All of the people who got the female JPJ when they got out of the car, all of them like so stressed. They've been looking so stressed, semua muka ketat. And most of them fail. I got a male JPJ, but then like I said lah, I accidentally, it's not a double lane kind of thing. It's like the other lane is the opposite side. So I was about to take a turn, so I have to cross that lane kan. Before I turn, I already got into that lane, so I was like in the middle of the line, so I failed. My retake, I was lucky because I got another male JPJ person, and this guy is very friendly. Even though I got lost and I entered a different route, that person just like allowed me and told me to go take a shortcut. So I didn't spend that much on the road for my JPJ. And I passed. I remember that one time because I took my driving license in Nilai. And even though I've been staying outside of Kedah for a long while already, but I still keep my dialect. I still speak in Loga Utara. So when I was apologizing for taking a wrong turn and got lost during that JPJ exam, that guy was like, "Are you from Kedah?" And I was like, "Yes." And then he was looking at my profile and then have a chit chat a little bit, and then like he saw my full name and got a bit curious. It was like, and he asked me about my father because he feels like he knows my father, and apparently they do know each other. So like we were having a chat about Kedah, and for some reason he doesn't really pay attention to the way I drive, and he just gave me a pass. So I got lucky. My husband has the worst experience with female JPJ. She demanded him to only use the first gear. Oh my god. And screamed at him when he overtook the lorry in front of him. Didn't people like want someone who like can drive comfortably on the road? Why is she screaming? Pelik. I passed manual drive test in one go, but my paper exam. Oh, paper exam. Oh yeah. For me, my score is like cukup makan atas surat. Nepo pass. You can say that. Even the circuit exam kan, for auto they have the extra RAM part, the one the manual doesn't have. So when I was doing that, I actually got lost. So I kind of missed my turn for the RAM exam. So they called me, and I'm the only one that haven't done the RAM exam. So the JPJ were like packing things up already, and then they saw my name. They was like, "Oh, I know your dad." And then they were talking about my dad, talking about Kedah and everything. They didn't even look at the way I drive, the way I do the RAM thingy. So I got very, very lucky. I was like, oh, the power of having a dad that is very have a strong cable. They know my dad. Yeah, my dad is a policeman. And my dad is a very friendly type of person, so he knows a lot of people. Cable. Yeah. kind of. I got lucky there lah. Can I trust you if you were my driver? I mean, I might drive a little bit funny. But I think you can trust me. I drive very carefully after I got into the accident. He was doing everything right, just not the way she wanted. Eh, jap. I missed something. He got so pissed at that woman because she was so rude and failed his test just because he didn't drive the way she wanted. So he drove the car like a freaky racer and drifted the car back into exam space. Wow. So after 20 years of ride, he never wanted to take the driving exam until recently, and glad he got a male JPJ this round and he passed in one try. Whoa. Nice. But yeah, the female JPJ for some reason always a little bit problematic. Your dad must be that legend guy, old friend, no? I guess so. Does your dad know everyone? I think so. You know, the funny thing is, right, remember last year I got into an accident? And then, I got into an accident during first day of Raya. First day of Raya Aidilfitri. Raya Puasa. During first day, I was on my way back home after meeting my mom, and then I got into an accident. So, when I was at the station for the report, the sergeant there was scolding me pretty bad because he was like, "Why are you not at your hometown right now? Like, why are you not celebrating Raya with my family?" He was like kind of scolding me pretty bad because I'm from a divorced family, so my mom is here, my dad is at my hometown, my dad is at Kedah, my mom is here. So I didn't go back to hometown because I don't want to celebrate with my my stepmother's punya side. So I stayed here and just celebrate Raya with my mom. That's why I didn't go back home. And then the sergeant told me, like, you know what, maybe the reason why you got into an accident today is because you didn't go back home and celebrate Raya with your dad. And I was like, there's a lot of things happening in my life right at that time, and I was still a bit shaken from the accident, and then like earlier that day I was having a little bit of problem with my mother as well. I was having a little bit of argument, and so it was a pretty bad day already for me. And then like my family issues is very complicated. So when that sergeant told me that the reason I got into an accident was because I didn't go back home and celebrate Raya with my family, kan, like it hit a nerve that I was like, I got really upset and I kind of like cried there. I reached my limit and it hit like a sensitive spot in my heart. Like I was like, and then I cried there. Like I cannot hold back the tears anymore. And then I didn't tell my dad yet at that time, but the reason why it, like, I got really upset, kan, before I met that sergeant, the other policemen in that balai already scolded me because they know my dad, and then they scolded me because they were like, I don't remember what they told me specifically, but because they know my dad, right, they feel more comfortable scolding me. So I already got scolded once, and then I go inside, met the sergeant scolded me again. So I was like reaching my limit lah. I was out the whole day having issues like, with my mother and everything, and then I got into an accident, and then it was already night. And the thing is, I got into an accident a week after I got my car, so like it's still very very new. So I got very upset lah. Sebab dah lah kereta baru, accident pula tu kan. So now I cannot use my car anymore, and then kena marah lagi. So I was very upset. And then before I knew it, my dad already know what happened. And then after I get out from the balai and then I go back home, my dad texted me and said like, did I cry earlier in front of sergeant? I was like, how did you know? So apparently the sergeant got really he feels bad about scolding me because after apparently they had a talk after I left, and then they were explaining things to another policeman from somewhere else that directly knows my dad, and then that person knows my family history. So this person was like scolding the sergeant like, why did you say such thing to that person? That person has a broken family. The family is not normal, you cannot scold like that. And then so the sergeant felt very very bad. So the sergeant like kind of apologized to my dad. That's how my dad know. So my dad like immediately contacted me like, what happened, why did you cry? And then like I told my dad what happened, and then it reached back to the sergeant, and then I received a message from the sergeant apologizing. So yeah, my dad do know a lot of people. Your dad must have the best kind of lores for his grandkids with that kind of reputation as a policeman. Yeah. I think yeah. If I ask my dad, maybe my dad has a lot of like good lores. Why these people keep saying this type of rude things to others, right? Some people they like to assume everyone lives the same kind of life. That's the thing. Sorry to ask, are you not in good terms with the step family side? Nope, not at all. My stepmother actually hates me, so that's why I don't really like the stepmother. The reason why I'm not really in good terms is because they look down on my family, my siblings like actually, because they're from a very like well-known, rich family, good education and everything. So they kind of look down on us. And every time when I was still a teenager and then I go and raya with my stepmom punya side, they be looking down on me. They don't want to talk to me at all. Like I was like the outcast there. They look me up down left right. So I don't really like the vibes. They start paying attention to me after I got into good university. So that's why I don't really like them. I think after I got into university, I don't really like go back home and celebrate raya with them anymore. On my driving test, I just don't know why I feel like suddenly so hot even if I'm because of nervous. When you're nervous, it's either you feel very hot or very cold. I feel like there's a lot of these things happening in the Malay community. Yeah. I feel like Malay community, right, especially in like a family where there's multiple generations, like a huge family, they're very like judgmental type of people. From my experience lah, they kind of like, you know, the makcik-makcik bawang, pakcik-pakcik bawang kind of type of people. Do not mess with Axel. His dad know a guy that know a guy that know a guy. Yes. Sometimes I myself got surprised at how many people my dad knows. At least he made up for it, but still though, yeah, the damage has already been made. I was already hurt at that time, so like, well, at least he apologized, so okay lah. I don't want to go back there anymore. Axel's dad must be someone like John Wick in the station. I don't know, maybe because my dad like always helped a lot of people kan. So you know, sometimes if you help a lot of people, people gonna respect you. So maybe those kind of things. Like, oh, that's happened to my dad. Maybe that's why. Probably. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's a little bit of side story. How did we ended up here? We were talking about driving license, right? And then suddenly we go to my dad punya story, and then my accident punya story. Didn't I say I wanted to do a short stream? Short stream kah ini? Okay, hydrate sekejap. Let's drink. Drink. And then drama Melayu story. Yes. How did we even get to the car topic, right? I think we were talking about rich people. Like befriending rich people, I think. And then I don't know. I think we've been switching a lot of topics, and then we ended up here. Sure is a very open term. That is true. Tangent, because I'm here, I have that effects. Yes. LeBron James can be short if you're tall enough. That is true. It's a perfect. Don't display the randomness of human thought process. I remember from coding. Oh yeah, we were talking about coding. I don't know how we went from coding to here. I don't know if me only, but my dad, whenever we were at, what is what is WT? With together kah? We together at the event kah? Oh, we went kah? He always disappear, like just look away and he gone. Are you the dad or is your dad the dad? Oh, Ed. Okay. You have rich friends now. My coworker lah, one person rich. I think my uni days also, I got one friend that is like kind of a bit well off lah. I remember we went out, like they were bringing me around KL area, like showing the what kind of rich. Having Toyota GT is normal. This person kind of like showed me a picture of his group of friends. Mind you, they're younger than me. This group of friends, all showing off Toyota GT, baru beli. We still into car and then driving. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wait until we pass midnight. The topic must go on until next universe. Huyo. Axel Isekai. Technically, Digimon is the first Isekai in anime. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. We can consider Digimon as Isekai anime. We kind of like Isekai. But yeah, speaking of rich friends, right? When I was still in back to my story during degree time kan. There's this one time I went out with this one friend that's like pretty rich lah. The family is very kind of like ada kilang. The parents own a factory, so like quite well off lah. So they were bringing me around KL area, showing me places, malls. So because that was my first time leaving the campus area and like looking around the world, looking around KL. That was my first time. So they were telling me like they were teaching me how to take public transport as well. That's why I follow them. And then it was during the time before I pick up a part-time job. So it was during the time where I only have like 200 ringgit each for the whole semester. So it was during the time where I eat one slice of bread per day, 1 or 2 slices of bread per day lah. When I'm like very very struggling financially at that time. So I remember I followed them around the KL. They were showing me like, oh, this to take MRT you have to take this, you have to pay this, I use this, touch and go also can, this kind of thing lah. They were teaching me around. And then we went into a mall, and it was that day when I tasted Starbucks for the first time. I followed this friend went to buy Starbucks. I was looking at the price, right? I remember at that time I was so scared entering the Starbucks because I looked at the price, the vibes and everything. It was like, oh, this is not my place ni. This is totally not my place. All drinks is like 10 ringgit above. And she bought the blended drinks, so it's like 18 ringgit each, right? The venti size. And then she was like, oh, Axel, do you want to taste some? I was like, can I? Do I deserve tasting this drink? I was like so like culture shock at that time. So that was the day when I tasted Starbucks for the first time lah. And then they brought me into this perfume shop kah, Bath and Body Works. So I entered Bath and Body Works for the first time at that time, and then my friend was testing out the perfumes. She was asking me like, oh, does this smell good? Does this smell good? And I was like, oh, okay, this is too much and stuff like that. I just basically window shopping lah, follow them around, and then they saw the notes there, buy 2 free 1. And you know the Bath and Body Works perfume, the big bottle, one cost like 100 plus ringgit kan, quite expensive for one bottle. And then they were like, oh, buy 2 can get 1 free. This is a steal. So I want to choose another perfume. And then I was like, it's a steal. One already 100 something. Very expensive. But then I just followed them around lah. They were buying perfume and everything. So both of my friends spent about 200 plus for the perfumes lah. So they each got 3 bottles of perfume, because buy 2 got free 1 kan. And then one person got 3, another person got 3. I was like, wow. I was like very dumbfounded at the time, very culture shock. And then after that, I was like, it was during lunchtime, and then they told me, Axel, do you want to eat something? Like, it's already lunchtime. I was like, oh, okay, what do you guys want to eat? I was expecting something like maybe KFC ke apa ke, because this the only place that I can at least afford to buy food lah. And then they were like, oh, I kind of want to eat Four Fingers lah today. I was like, Four Fingers? And then I looked to the side. I saw Four Fingers. I saw the menu. I look at the menu. I was praying internally already, like, oh my god, how do I afford this kind? It's very expensive. Four Fingers very expensive, okay, for someone who is living with one slice of bread per day. Very expensive. And then I was like, are you sure you guys want to eat here? Like, really kah? I cannot pay, you know. And then they were like, oh, okay, it's okay, you can hutang us. You can, I pay first, you can pay me later. I was like, I really cannot afford it, to be honest. I really cannot afford it. But I don't really have a choice, so I was like, okay lah, I pay installment. I pay half-half. They were like, okay. So yeah, that was the last time I went out with them. I never joined them anymore. I was scared. I was scared for my wallet. Look at your hand, there's 4 fingers, eat it. Eh, my hand got 5 fingers lah. Not the same one. 4 Fingers is similar price with KFC. No, it's a little bit expensive for me. I think like 4 Fingers average price 20 plus kot, kan? Ke, around that ke? I don't remember lah. But yeah, with the amount and the price, for me 4 Fingers at that time, very not worth it. Very not worth it. Compared to someone who eat a slice of bread per day, yeah, it is very pricey. It is very spicy. Spicy, pricey. Very culture shock lah. Very culture shock. Your wallet cannot tahan, oh, cannot tahan, oh. I got really scared looking at the price. 4 Fingers for B40 student tak berbalik untuk kekenyangan. Yes, tak berbalik. Not worth it at all. Not worth it at all. This is my first time hearing about 4 Fingers. I'm not sure if it's like a Malaysian restaurant kah that one, or is it franchise? I'm not sure, but yeah, I barely eat there. The chicken is okay-ish, but not a kind of place I would choose if I want to eat some chicken. I have seen the type of rich where their house was made of marble, live in their house. Oh my god. And even with so much money and comfort, their only son passed at a young age. Alah, hai. Ayo. But I can't imagine live in their house. Wow. For me, the best chicken out there is KFC. Oh, yeah. I can agree on that. If I want fancier than KFC, Nando's. Oh, yeah, that is true. But I don't really enjoy the food at Nando's. I feel like the taste doesn't really like ngam with me for some reason. Lucky my unit at Kelantan, food so cheap. Yeah. I mean, I got into like a pretty good university in KL lah, but the university is literally in the middle of the KL, so the food is very expensive. Back then, nasi bujang is okay-ish lah, 2 ringgit 50 cent. So every day, if I have extra money, then I buy nasi bujang lah. But most of the time, I just eat slice of bread. 1 slice or 2 slice of bread, it can last me a week. If I buy the satu plastic tu kan, 1 plastic tu, I can like last a week lah with that. So I was the thinnest back then during uni. No money. Now I'm the biggest. I'm the heaviest right now lah, because you know, when you grow up not being able to eat different types of food kan, so when you got the money to buy food, you like, for me lah, what happened to me is that I started to binge eat. Stress, I eat. Bored, I eat, because there's a lot of foods I can choose around me. Like one day I want to eat chicken, okay, I can go eat chicken. One day I want to eat beef, I can go buy beef, because I can finally spend the money and experiment different type of food. So I eat a lot because I was like, oh, back then I never tasted this before. Oh, before this I only see, I cannot eat. So now I can buy. So I eat a lot now. Now I'm like, I need to start exercise. I need to start exercise. I eat too much. I think I'm being in the same situation right now. Whenever I'm bored, I just eat. I'm lost. Right. It's like you just want to chew something. You're not that hungry. Watch your sugar, Axel. Yes, I'm trying. Now I'm trying to reduce the amount of sugar intake and caffeine. Because before this, I drink a lot of coffee as well. Like every day, especially during when I was still working at Starbucks kan, part time, I drink Starbucks every day. So macam, I think my sugar level probably the highest during that time, because Starbucks drink is very sweet kan. So now I'm trying to control, trying to keep healthy. Good for you now, Axel. Being blessed with food is amazing. Yes. That's why every day, even though like I always complain about work, right? I always like in Discord ka, in Twitter ka, I always said like my work, I work a lot, I wanted rest and everything. Like even though my work right now is very stressful, I barely have time to rest, but like I was able to do things that I cannot do when I was younger. So that's why I keep mentioning throughout tonight's stream, like you gain something, you lose something. But I only gained 2 kg for the past 4 months, maybe because I didn't work out and walk like 2 km. I see. For me, I because whenever I stress, I eat kan. Since last year, so 1 year plus ish, I kind of like gain 10 kilo. 1 year plus. So yeah, I'm trying to lose weight right now. Do you stay by yourself? I'm staying with my younger brother. So at least have someone lah with me if anything happen. But on there I'll try to gain some more. Oh yeah. For me, I'm the type of person that I gain weight easily and lose weight easily. So like I have to like control my food intake, and then I have to exercise a little bit, and then I can like slowly turun the berat lah. I did like started exercise. It's just that recently, because I'm too busy, so I kind of ruin my back from sitting too much. So I couldn't really exercise much lah. But whenever I have the time ka, during weekend ka, on days I don't work, I do like try to exercise a little bit. My father cut left leg last to mana ni? Alamak, the comment. Kejap. Last 2 months cause diabetes. Oh. But yeah, Malaysia, like it's pretty common for diabetes actually. So yeah, I'm trying to be careful now. I rather die from heart attack from overeat than starve to death. That is true. Like even though like people keep telling me kan, like, oh Axel, you gain weight, you should start exercising. You know, you don't look good being a bit chubby kan. Even though it is hurtful, I kind of like hate seeing myself in the mirror nowadays. But then I kind of like, I prefer my current life, being able to eat whatever I want, rather than going back to my uni days. I am underweight by like 30 kg and I started going to gym. Last month, gym trainer asked me to eat potatoes daily and I get... Oh! Why potatoes specifically? Does it really help? Which is big for me, as I could never cross 50 kg. Working out is good and maybe get a trainer. Yeah. I do like plan on like find a trainer ka or go to gym and like properly work out lah. At least to keep myself healthy. I'm kind of like jealous because I live in a neighborhood where whenever I go in the morning to go to work all the aunties, uncles, they're like very fit running around the neighborhood though. So I was like, I want to go old like that. I want to be healthy when I'm still like pushing 40 ke 50 ke, I want to be that healthy person even though I'm already like middle age. So I wanted to start like training myself lah to keep healthy. We eat high salt and sugar food in Malaysia. Yeah, that is true. Any other food to gain weight? Oh, is it like protein also helps? Then that's good, easy for you to slim down. Yes. It's just that I need to find the time to exercise more lah nowadays kan. Especially this month hari-hari kerja, I'm kind of like tired to exercise. Even today kan, the moment I reach house at 7:30, I was like, I put down my bag and then I lay down in the middle of the house like that. And then I fall asleep, I woke up, it's already 8:30. I was like, oh sheesh, I have stream. Maybe once my workload like lessens a little bit, maybe I can regularly exercise. I kind of want to try Pilates. Pilates. I kind of want to try. Curious because that one is very like focus on like strengthen your core kind of Pilates. I'm curious. I want to try at least once. Eating less is really helping because you already use majority of energy by just living. True. That is also true. I think it's not just at Malaysia, it's everywhere around the world. Yeah. But I think like at least like in Malaysia, it is very like a big issue also lah, diabetes. As long as we're happy and we're still healthy enough that we can maintain our body weight, that's all that matters. That is true. This is a unrelated question, but can someone give me name idea for my MC? I'm writing a story. His first name is Zain. Do you want the suggestions for family name kah? Human foods are filled with sugar more and more than before. That is true. If you want to lose weight, always have your veggies first and make sure the amount is more than your carbs. You'll be able to see the difference. Yes. Right now, I'm trying to reduce the amount of rice and increase the amount of vegetables. So luckily, I'm able to eat vegetables more now, so it is good. I can do that. But the thing is, I cannot cut down on the chicken. I grew up eating chicken every day. My dad used to cook ayam masak merah every day growing up. So like, I cannot. If I didn't eat, people kan, the Malaysians right? If you don't eat rice for a few days, you start craving rice kan. For me, it's chicken. I can go for a week or 2 weeks not eating rice, but I do need the chicken. I cannot skip on the chicken. But I'm also quite a picky eater, so like I don't really like the breast part of the chicken. You know when people said if you want to lose weight, you can still eat chicken but get the breast part. But I don't like that part. I like thigh part the most. So like I'm struggling in trying to cut down that part. I'm okay with the carb amounts and the vegetables amount. It's the chicken now that's a problem. I'm not smart though, but I think what do you mean by you're not smart? Veggies give you low energy. I died trying Pilates. If you have back pain and knee pain, I would suggest going too hard. Ayo, I have back pain. I also have a little bit of issues with my knees. Mampus. Okay, let me try to catch up on the chat. I went running a few days ago, almost passed out rasa pitam, only managed 1 kilo. Wah. Do you like slow jog ke? Macam mana? Less rice and bread, also noodles. If you don't have a heart issue, just fried food can do too. Oh. But isn't fried food is oily, so like, does it really help? Pilates don't break your body. But I'm curious, I kinda wanna try. There's a place nearby my house that do the weekend Pilates class. Kinda wanna try. I eat burger daging special with rice yesterday. Ayo! I kinda wanna try that combination. I never tried eating burger with rice before. Be me, be underweight, have both meat and chicken prescribed. Best decision ever? Wow. Pilates are pretty tough. Yes, it's like a whole body workout. I got complaint from people that I look so thin. They say, awak ni kurus sangat, makan banyak sikit bro. It always happens. Yeah, people can never be too happy. You thin, they complain you very thin. You a little bit chubby, they complain, hey, you very chubby, why you gain weight? People can never be happy. It is so hard to please people. They complain you short lah, they complain you tall lah. People weird lah. Family name? Ah, I see. Maybe like I think you're in my Discord kan? You can go into let me see which server you can use. You can use the game diary forum. You can create a forum there. You can like write a description for your character ke apa ke, and then we can suggest names there, because I think it is better for us to know your character's backstory, traits, and stuff like that before we can decide which name is good. So you can use the game diary forum in the server to write out about your character. Maybe we can suggest there lah. Oh, Ayudin, hello, welcome. It's been a while. How are you? Everyone in my family are pork or veggies person, but I like chicken. Chicken is good. Chicken is good. Protein is good, but change to other types like fish and beef, because chicken actually have too much hormones. Oh, really? Oh, so beef is better. Beef is better. I don't really like fish, so fish is kind of difficult for me to switch to, but if beef is also good, then maybe I can try switching to it. For me, I need to at least eat rice with curry chicken once a week. Wow, curry chicken, very specific. Thai part? Oi oi. For me, my body hurts everywhere. We are old. College is killing me. I hope Axel is doing good. I'm doing pretty okay. Hope college is like you can fight. If college hits you, you hit college again. Fight fire with fire. I do treadmill stream and what is that? Gaming? Plus I did so many times I can do a power walk for 4 hours in the stream. Wow. That is nice. You have strong legs. I started running last few years because heartbroken, run while hearing sad song. Oh my god. I am like kinda considered buying a treadmill because I don't really like going out. Which is why I don't really go out for a walk or go out for a run. All of the exercise I've been doing, I choose the one that I can do indoors. Easy. Glad to hear that you're doing fine. Yes. Glad to hear that you're doing okay as well. A walk meal is cheaper. Yeah, but like you can't really run on it, right? It's a little bit fragile than treadmill, if I'm not mistaken. And you can doing it while watching YouTube and TV. Yes. That's like one of the reasons why I also like considered treadmill lah, because I can do exercise while watching something, so like I can do double the productive thing. And also like if I'm watching something while exercising, right, I can like distract myself, so I can push myself to exercise longer. I wish I could fit a treadmill in my house. I want a treadmill too. Hi, but treadmill is very big, you know. And like you cannot like fold it and keep it somewhere if you're not using it. Could, I think. Walkmill you can. I'm not sure about treadmill. I think treadmill cannot, could. You cannot fold it and put it somewhere. So that's why I haven't get one yet. And also like I'm living in a rental house kan. So if I want to buy like a huge furniture, I have to think if I were to move to a different rental house, then like the cost to bring all these things to a new house. So like there's a lot of things to think about. Where can we have treadmills? Atas bumbung. I don't know, why treadmills have to be so big? Sometimes when they say why I so thin, my reason is just I followed my late grandpa's gene. Yeah, some people are like naturally thin because of the genetics. And also like some people, they have like a smaller body structure, so like they look thin because they have a smaller body structure as well. So like it makes you look thinner, but you are actually at a healthy weight. It's just that your body structure. For me, like I look bigger because I have a big body structure. Body structure, but the bone. My bone very big than most of my friends. So like I gain a little bit of weight, I look big because of the body structure. I remember when I was still like at my teens kan, a lot of people telling me like whenever they look at me closely and they be like, oh Axel, you're thinner than I thought. I thought that you're a bit chubby because you look kind of big. And I was like, excuse me. But then again, it's just my bone structure. I have a wide shoulder, I have a wide rib cage, so it makes me look a bit tough lah. But then again, it's like, yeah, begitulah. So yeah. You can't really look at the appearance only. There's so many factors affecting the way you look. Imagine in future you can exercise while sleeping. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. You already can that electro pad tape? Nani? Is that why? Oh, that one. So buff Axel is kind of real? Probably. But probably. Exercise while sleeping? Can. If only we can exercise while sleeping. Can save a lot of time. Do two things at once would be very nice. Okay, I stream longer than I'm supposed to. I still have work tomorrow, so I think we can like wrap up our conversation. So just a little bit of a reminder, tomorrow I'll be doing a watch along at my Discord server. We'll be watching K-pop Demon Hunters at 9:30 p.m. Actually wait, before I forgot, I plan on do the watch along in a, what do we call that, stage voice channel kah? Let me make that siap-siap. Okay, let me make one siap-siap. And then this. Okay. Can you guys see this actually? Kejap, let me see. Those in my Discord server kan. Can you guys like help me check? Can you guys see the performance hall category? I created a theater room inside there. Let me see the permission here. I don't remember if everyone can see this or not. Oh, you guys cannot eh. Okay, kejap. Wait. Create category. Okay. And then I bring this VC here. Okay, I think now you guys can find a stage hall category, and then there's a theater room there. So I plan on doing this watch along tomorrow in here. High chances I might not turn on my mic, so I might not speak. So yes, you guys can. I start at 9:30. So if you guys wanted to start watching from the start and you don't want to miss anything, you can join a little bit earlier, like 5 minutes or 10 minutes earlier, just in case. I will start by latest 9:35ish tomorrow. So yeah, that's a watch along. Apa nama tu? K-pop Demon Hunters in Discord server. Until now, I didn't know how he looked like. Oh, you don't have your family doesn't have any pictures of your grandpa? Okay, I want to look for people to raid. So, let's see who is online right now. Ooh, okay. I think I'll send you guys. Mai streaming lah. Mai streaming on Twitch lah. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys to Mai then. Mai is playing Uma Musume right now. Okay. So once again, reminder, tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. I will do a watch along. We'll be watching K-pop Demon Hunters together in my Discord server. You guys can go to a theater room stage voice channel tomorrow night. We'll be doing the watch along there. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Discord tomorrow. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I did not expect our yapping session to be this long. Maybe next week, if I too tired to do any games or anything on stream, maybe we can do more yapping stream like tonight. And we just yap together, because I don't want to miss stream, like no stream at all in a week. Yeah, I still want to stream at least once a week. So yeah, maybe next week we can do something similar again. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me send you guys to my raid. Okay. So, by that, yeah, for those on Twitch, do say hi to Mai. And those on YouTube, good night, since you guys cannot join the raid kan, unless you guys also have Twitch account and you guys want to join the raid on Twitch lah. But once again, thank you again for chatting with me tonight. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. It kind of like released the stress a little bit. I feel a bit better now. Hope to see you guys tomorrow on Twitter. Mai have Twitch ada. She do. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Discord. Have a nice rest. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Thank you for still being with me despite me not being so active this past few weeks. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks for being such a yapper. Thank you too. Without you guys, I won't be able to yap this much. But yeah, thank you again. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice rest. To those who have work tomorrow, good luck. Also, those who have class, good luck. Good luck. Good night. Bye bye.